So right now at the Chobani Twin Falls plant, they're using 4 million gallons of milk a day. Once this new expansion is complete, that number is going to jump up to 12 million gallons of milk a day. I'm your Twin Falls neighborhood reporter, Lorian Nettleton, and at this event, I talked to some state officials, including the governor, about where is all that milk going to come from.
You know, if Hamdi builds it, we'll fill it with milk.
When I last talked with Idaho Dairymen's Association CEO Rick Nairbout in January, he told me Idaho dairy producers had some anxiety about how President Trump's immigration crackdowns might impact their labor force. Now that Trump appears to have reduced illegal border crossings, he says it's time for Congress to work on immigration solutions that support agriculture producers in need of workers.
We need to transition the conversation to talking about how do we create more opportunities for individuals to come into country legally, and how do they legally fill the jobs that we have available in agriculture.
Chobani's CEO Hamdi Ulakaya is an outspoken supporter of refugee and immigrant workers in his plants and communities. For him, looking past the headlines, it comes down to people.
We look at this as the need when it comes to farms and the livelihood of people who work in that farm and their families. It's extremely important.
Chobani partners with the Refugee Center offering employment. Refugee Program Director Chandra Upreti tells me these jobs are life-changing for the people he helps relocate.
And at the refugee programs, everything centers around employment. So we're very fortunate to have Chobani as our partner.
It's a good job.
It is. And for refugees, employment is not just employment, it's a lifeline for them. So once they're employed, then that gives them hope to move forward and become self-sufficient.
We obviously absolutely have to get the border closed down. We absolutely have to get these troublemakers and threats to society out of here. But we also have to add some stability.
Governor Brad Little told me his old industry, the sheep industry, established an H-2A guest worker program decades ago that let documented foreign workers stay in Idaho for up to 3 years. He suggested something like that for dairy industry would be an awesome thing to achieve.
That's just what we need to get through and get that done to add certainty to those families that are here, add certainty to the dairies, and add certainty to the food processing industry.
It took just 326 days to build the first million-square-foot facility back in 2012. And it sounds like Chobani is challenging itself to build this 500,000 square foot expansion in half the time. I'm your Twin Falls neighborhood reporter, Lorian Nettleton, Idaho News 6.